city of Pinellas Park is located in the center of Pinellas County and is called the Heart of Pinellas. Its city limits run along the lines of St. Petersburg, Clearwater, Largo, Seminole, Kenneth City, and other unincorporated areas of Pinellas County. It has a total area of 16.2 square miles, with 15.5 square miles are land and 0.66 square miles are water. Pinellas Park was founded by Philadelphia publisher F.A. Davis, and he purchased the 12,800 acres in 1911. In order to entice Northerners to move down to Florida, brochures were sent promising wonderful climate and agreeable growing conditions. The Florida Association set up model farms and offered a free lot in the city with the purchase of 10 acres of nearby farmland. The primary crop grown was sugarcane. By 1912, the city lots were no longer being given away, as they were now being sold by individuals. The city of Pinellas Park formally incorporated on October 15, 1914. After this time, Pinellas Park grew and was considered a small community due to its 600 residents. It had hundreds of acres of land and grew into a major industrial and employment center. After World War II, soldiers who were returning from war came to reside in Pinellas Park and made it home, which allowed the population to flourish. During my windshield survey, I noticed many types of housing in Pinellas Park. It varies from single-family residences, apartments, condos, townhomes, to mobile homes. Majority of the houses in Pinellas Park are well kept and maintained with nice manicured lawns. Others, sprinkled throughout the city, can show need of repair, overgrown lawns, and at times abandonment. The city of Pinellas Park has deemed these properties as a nuisance and discuss at the city council meetings what will be done with said property. Throughout Pinellas Park, there are many places of worship. It does not matter what denomination you are. If you need a place to go, need help, or just want to become part of a place of worship, Pinellas Park will have a place for you. Transportation is available throughout the city via bus, taxi, Uber, your own private vehicle, bicycle, and even your own 2 feet. There are multitudes of sidewalks throughout the city. Culture is a big item in Pinellas Park, as there are many different cultures, kind of a small melting pot. Throughout the year, there are various cultural celebrations and festivals that one can attend. In regards to food in Pinellas Park, there are many restaurants and fast food joints. In one specific mile, there were 16 restaurants and 8 fast food joints. Yes, they were all close to an outdoor mall and a junction between the highway and US 19, but still, that's a lot of junk food. While many places offer salads, grilled chicken, and healthier options, there are still the options that are fried, high in fat, and can increase obesity and heart disease. If one were to travel farther down the road, there would not be as many restaurants or fast food joints, but you could find some place to eat without a problem. This also includes takeout food from the gas station. When speaking to the residents of Pinellas Park, There were no concerns regarding the structure of the community, and many expressed happiness with the way everything is run. They feel safe, they feel secure, and they feel that everything is done for them and for their community. Pinellas Park has a population of 49,079 individuals. Of that, the highest population is the 45 to 54 year range, and followed closely behind that would be the 25 to 34 years and 35 to 44 years. With the unemployment rate at 6.2% in the community, Pinellas Park finds its citizens, 13.5% of them are living below the poverty level, but a median income is also seen of $44,185. Out of this population, only 3,600 people over the age of 25 have graduated high school, and only 7,800 have some college under their belts. It would be nice to see Pinellas Park residents continue their education. Pinellas Park does not have a hospital within its city limits, but has access to numerous hospitals with a 5 to 10 minute drive. They have 96 physicians in Pinellas Park, including 22 pharmacies and 26 dentists. There are nursing homes and assisted living facilities available for our more experienced residents. In Pinellas County, the leading cause of death is heart disease, unfortunately followed by cancer. Communicable diseases are still a problem in Pinellas County as in the United States. And those communicable diseases that do pose a bigger problem are HIV, hepatitis, influenza, gonorrhea, and syphilis. Pinellas Park has access to health care, and I believe that the access is appropriate for the city. There are numerous physicians, walk-in clinics, and free clinics that they can find care and be provided for. The affordability may pose a problem as their unemployment rate is 6.2%, and that means that they are not insured, and they could possibly be underinsured, which will make it impossible or very difficult to pay for care or prescriptions. My Healthy People 2020 objectives that I've chosen are heart disease and stroke, homeless resource and education, as well as sexually transmitted infection education. In regards to the heart disease and stroke prevention, it is the leading cause of death in America, and promoting a healthy heart would benefit Pinellas Park. The most notable and modifiable risks for heart disease are diabetes, high cholesterol, and obesity. It's important to educate individuals in regards to getting up and becoming active, decreasing fat and sodium in their diet, monitoring their blood pressure, decreasing their BMI. All of these things will promote a heart that is healthy and decrease the risk for disease and stroke. Pinellas Park has Pinellas Hope, which is Tent City, if anyone has ever heard of it. They have numerous tents and have recently begun building permanent buildings for transitioning for the homeless. They also have resources, social workers, education, and medical facilities to assist the homeless. The reason I'm using this is Pinellas Park has the third highest amount of the homeless, and I don't think they are educated about the availability and accessibility to the Pinellas Hope. The sexually transmitted infection education is important as Pinellas Park does have a higher amount of youth, and although Healthy People 2020 lumps everything together and talks about other diseases, it's important to just educate the teens as well as educate the adults and the elderly, as they may not have ever received the education. Educate them regarding health, safe sex, and checkups and monitoring, especially if they're not using protection. These are all things that the community could truly benefit from. Pinellas Park's environment is quite lovely, and truly, I cannot find many complaints, and neither can the residents. With that being said, Pinellas Park has many activities for its residents. The band shell has a barbecue cook-off this weekend from the city workers with a band and a rodeo. How fun is that? They have parades, hay rides, many different things for individuals of all ages. They have a community center, multiple rec centers, a senior center. They also have beautiful parks sprinkled throughout the city, as well as numerous recreation centers. One downfall of the environment would be the traffic. Pinellas Park sits centrally in Pinellas County and sits on a number of the main thoroughways, US 19, 49th Street, Park Boulevard, 66th Street, and they are congested all of the time. At one point in time, US 19 and 70th Avenue was considered one of the deadliest intersections due to the accidents that happened there. This week, there were two deadly accidents on US 19 and 77th Avenue, as well as one in front on 53rd Street and Park Boulevard. Both resulted in fatalities of a motorcyclist and a bicyclist. If any aspect of Pinellas Park's environment needs to change, it would be the traffic and the way it is controlled. When reviewing the budget for Pinellas Park, I noticed that the budget was appropriate and everything had a reason for the amount stated. There are no changes needed regarding the economic plan for Pinellas Park. Everything was budgeted appropriately and every item had a reason. With regards to the City Council, they hold meetings once a month and encourage the residents of Pinellas Park to attend and have their voices be heard. It is beneficial when trying to contact the council on a topic of a specific manner. Community officials are very accessible via phone, email, or even walking in to the City Hall. The 6 overall health-related issues in Pinellas Park that I have chosen are identifying those at risk for cardiovascular disease, providing assistance and education for the homeless, sexually transmitted infection education, traffic safety and requirements, safety in the city, and hepatitis screening. This order was chosen because cardiovascular is the very first thing assessed in emergencies. What did we learn in nursing school? ABCs, airway, breathing, circulation. If the heart is not working properly, there is no perfusion to the rest of the body. Second, providing assistance and education to the homeless. Cleaning up the community of loiterers, in addition to providing safety and good health to the homeless themselves, is important. Resources are needed to help these individuals get a head start and hopefully begin to work towards a rewarding life versus one searching for their next meal. Third would be the sexually transmitted infection education. It's important to educate not only the youth of our city, county, entire state, and country, but also those of adult age and are elderly, as the young and elderly are the populations that have seen an increase in the past years. Fourth, the traffic requirements and safety. Driving through Pinellas Park at times is very overwhelming for drivers due to the increased amount of drivers throughout the day. Add pedestrians, bicyclists, and motorcycles, and a disaster is waiting to happen. To keep residents safe, no matter what form of transportation, should be a concern for the city. Safety in the city is important for residents, as there has been an increase during my community assessment with break-ins and home invasions. Possibly having a community crime watch unit and more patrolling throughout the city will help deter these break-ins and increase the safety in the city. Hepatitis screenings are important due to the exorbitant amount of carriers in the community. It is remarkable that such a large number of residents live with this chronic and contagious disease. The effects are long-term and the patients require long-standing treatment. Screenings need to occur so that those who have it will be aware and prevent spreading it, and those who do not have the disease remain that way. A global community problem would be cardiovascular disease and death in Glasgow, Scotland. In this article, it states that Glasgow had the worst death rate out of 4 UK countries, and that the majority of money is spent on improving prevention, diagnosis, and treatment. Just like in America, treatment is including closer monitoring for those at an increased risk, improving diet and physical activity, medications if necessary, and decreasing the BMI of the individual.